This is Zora's number, right? I have something important to discuss.
Who is this?
This is Evelyn, a coworker of Steve. Sorry for contacting you out of the blue. I really need to talk to you.
Oh, so you're from his office. It's nice to know someone he works with. Did something happen to him? Since you're reaching out to me suddenly.
Can you please stop acting like you're already his wife? It's really awkward.
What? Aren't you contacting me because something happened to him at work?
He's fine. You're so ready to get married to him, I bet. But, too bad. I'm the one who's going to marry him.
Okay. I just want to clarify, are you from his workplace?
Yes, I'm one of his assistants. I've been under him for the past 6 years. He's so down to earth, and he's wonderful both as a coworker and as a man. At first, we had a platonic relationship, but we've been seeing each other since last year.
Oh my God.
I contacted you today because I have a request. Please, break up with him right away and never appear in front of us again.
All right, I understand. Did you think I would say something like that? Do you even understand what you're asking? You got involved with someone else's man and are asking me to break up. It's ridiculous. Can you please stop making these weird jokes?
I would never joke about such things. We're in love. He loves me the most. The second best needs to leave him now.
Listen, we're getting married this weekend. You should know that since you're his assistant, right?
Of course. I'm going to take your wedding and fiancé. He's also well aware of this. So, can you accept reality now? You're dumped by him.
What the heck are you talking about?
He told me that it was time to end our relationship. He pronounced that we go back to being coworkers once he marries you. But I found out about my pregnancy just yesterday.
You're pregnant? Don't tell me the father is...
Yes, it's him. So I told him, expecting him to mention a termination. But he said something unexpected. I made up my mind, marry me and have the child. He really said it.
No way.
He told me he loved me the most and will build the warmest family in the world. So you see, Zora, can you please let him go? For the sake of the child that's about to be born, it needs the father. You're okay with becoming single from now on, right? You can easily find a new man. Please, give him to me, especially considering there's a new life growing inside me.
Wait a minute. I don't appreciate you bringing up something like this out of nowhere. He was really cheating. And with a coworker. He got you pregnant.
He's mine now. We're going to be a family.
Look, you might be satisfied with taking him away, but I'm left in a mess. Our wedding is this weekend, and now this? We can't have it in this situation for sure. I don't even know if I have enough time to cancel everything.
Oh, you're worried about the venue, right? Don't worry, he already informed them about the change in the bride.
What the?
He called them first in the morning. He told them that the bride had changed.
What? You're kidding.
He'll take care of explaining the situation to the guests and everything. So you don't need to worry. You don't have to do anything. Just let me have him and the venue. He's such a kind-hearted guy. He's still thinking about you even after dumping you. I will be happy with such an amazing guy and our child.
Oh, God. This is unbelievable. Our wedding's in just 2 days, you know.
I'm terribly sorry, but please understand and accept this as fate. I'll make sure to give him a happy life.
Hey, Zora, I heard from Steve. What's this change in the bride about? I still can't grasp the situation, you know. I suddenly got a call from someone who said she was the new bride. Apparently, he was having an affair with a coworker.
What? He was having an affair?
That's right. I haven't had a chance to speak with him, but according to the woman, she's with a child.
A child? So that means he's already starting a family with her, right? Or is it her child from a previous relationship?
No, he's gotten her pregnant. She found out just recently.
Pregnant? Oh my God. Well done, my boy. He's as brilliant and amazing as his mother. I'm so proud of him.
Excuse me? Well done. This isn't something to be praised, you know.
Zara, I'm really sorry about him. I do feel sorry for you. But considering the baby on the way, he has an obligation to be a father. Can you please let him go?
Huh? Hold on. Do you mean to say you're accepting his infidelity?
Oh, if a cute grandchild is on the way, there's nothing else to be done. Aw, I wonder if it's a boy or a girl. I'm so looking forward to it.
Hello? I found out about the affair right before the wedding. Your son betrayed his fiancé, you know. What's wrong with you? Praising him and celebrating the pregnancy as if infidelity is okay?
Of course, it's unacceptable. I will speak to him about that. But cheating and the arrival of a child are separate issues, you know. To be honest, I wanted to see my grandchild sooner rather than later.
What?
You said you wanted to work more and weren't planning to start a family for a while, right?
Well, I did say something like that.
You know, I was actually disappointed about that. It's been my dream to go out with my adorable grandchild. So it was sad to realize that my dream won't come true anytime soon. But even though it might be considered insensitive at a time like this, I'm actually really happy about it. And my son is going to be a father. No matter what the situation, I have to support him as a mother. Moreover, as someone with child-rearing experience, a mother has to stand tall, no matter what happens. Being all flustered over something like infidelity is just no use.
Geez, are you really okay with that? Aren't you ashamed that your son's bride is a relationship wrecker?
I think it's perfectly fine. When I got in touch with Steve, he showed me a photo. She was a lovely girl. What? If a girl like that is going to be his wife, I wholeheartedly welcome her. She's cuter than you. I'm sure their baby's going to be super cute too.
You gotta be kidding me.
I can't stop smiling. I feel so lucky, you know. Steve regularly gives me the gift certificate for spa treatments. He's such a devoted son and even covered the renovation costs for my home the other day. Now I'm going to have a lovely daughter-in-law and a grandchild all at once.
Seriously? Hold on. Spa treatments and renovation costs? What are you talking about? I haven't heard anything about that from him.
Oh, yeah? You didn't know, huh? The amounts are quite significant. So I thought you two had discussed it together. I have never heard about any of it. Oops, then maybe he discussed it with the new bride. Well, I'm fine with it either way. If they are being dutiful and taking care of their parents, I'm happy with that.
New bride? Isn't it a bit too quick to accept all of this?
Zara, I feel bad for all the things you've been through, but the wedding is approaching. We need to be flexible. So I'm thankful for everything you've done for Steve until now. Now, go ahead and find yourself a new partner. Hey, girl. It was absolutely fantastic today. My wedding was a huge success, and everyone had a blast.
That's good to hear. I'm glad that there were people who celebrated my stolen wedding. I can't believe they don't even question a sudden change in the bride.
Hey, don't be sour grapes. It's ruining my good mood. I know you might be jealous, but can you please stop?
Then can you please stop contacting me? Does it make sense to you To come and bother me after telling me to never appear in front of you again?
Today is a special day. Since you're in a miserable state, I came to share some of my happiness with you.
Jeez. Who's miserable? I don't know who you're talking about.
It must be the worst day of your life as your fiancé and wedding were taken away from you. But I'm feeling over the moon and I came to share my happiness with you. First, I'll send you some fun pictures and videos from today.
No, thank you. Please don't send me anything.
Oh, come on. You must be itching to know what happened. You wanted our wedding to be a disaster, right? Well, too bad. We were congratulated by our relatives and friends, and it was a really joyous day. I'm sorry that you're miserable, though.
Can you not assume my feelings and get all excited like that? Of course, I had no ill wish for your wedding. It's more like I don't care.
Oh, please. I bet you did wish a bit. Anyway, I made the arrangements in advance so that everyone would congratulate me. If I mentioned I was pregnant, they had no choice but to celebrate, right?
You really have some nerve, huh?
By the way, Steve told me I was the most beautiful bride in the world. Technically, it should have been you. I'm really sorry for being happy while you're not.
You seem to be in such high spirits. After doing what you did, do you really think you'll be happy from now on?
Of course we will. Everyone congratulated us, and it was the best day ever. I'll build a loving, happy family with him from now on.
Even though it's the beginning of a hellish ride.
What?
You're probably feeling on top of the world right now. But brace yourself. I'll make sure you fall to the lowest point in no time.
Hold on. Don't say such a scary thing out of nowhere. What do you mean by hellish ride? Don't frighten me.
Well, I have to go now. Best of luck with him so that you can spend the rest of your life happily ever after.
Hey, this is definitely your doing, isn't it? Steve suddenly transferred to a branch office in the countryside. Such a demotion. It has to be your doing.
Oh, really?
And I lost my job, you know. They made it look like I retired on my own will. But they suddenly pressured me into it. Isn't it practically the same as being fired?
Oh my, how unfortunate for the newlywed to start off like this. Well, starting a new life in the countryside in a relaxed environment might not be so bad, you know. That way, the child can grow up freely, right?
Stop being optimistic. I absolutely hate the idea of living in the countryside with no entertainment. All of this is your fault. You were saying some crazy stuff about a hellish ride.
True, but I don't have the power to demand your demotion or dismissal. It was entirely your company's judgment.
Unbelievable that all of this happened just because of wrecking your engagement. What the heck did you say to our bosses? What gives you the right to do something like this?
I didn't say anything, and I have no right to intervene. However, the subcontracting company received a stern message from the head of its best client. So the company has to issue some form of punishment for this matter, you know.
What are you talking about? The head of the best client?
Yeah, but let me make it clear. It wasn't me. I'm just his daughter. I have no connection with your company whatsoever.
Oh my God.
You are all happy to be congratulated on your marriage, but don't forget that there are people who are enraged about it behind the scenes. After all, a marriage by conquest involves that kind of thing.
Wait, hold on. Are you serious? What the? You're the daughter of the head of the best client? Are you telling me that you're the daughter of an important figure?
I am, indeed. Obviously, Steve knew about this whole thing.
What? Seriously? So you're saying he knew about...
I got a message from him first thing in the morning. He was ready to accept the punishment, and he was relieved it didn't end worse. He wanted me to thank my dad for being lenient.
Oh my God.
He told you, right? He made up his mind. Let's get married. He had already prepared himself for this.
No way! I had no idea. Why didn't he tell me?
Maybe he thought that the woman he was going to throw away wouldn't have any relevance to you. Betrayal is unforgivable, but I can appreciate his integrity.
Wait a sec. What do you mean? So, his resolution was about that? Not about leaving you and marrying me?
It was about being mentally prepared for what would happen. Taking responsibility for his actions and not running away is a good quality, even though cheating is despicable. So I wish you happiness.
Happiness? But he's shipped off to the countryside, and I lost my job. How are we supposed to be happy? I hate the thought of living poor in the middle of nowhere. What am I going to do?
I don't know and don't care. So long. What's going on, Zora? What's this invoice for the wedding expenses? Oh, that. Well, my parents had temporarily covered for his share, so I'm sending it to recoup that cost. I initially planned to ask him to pay it back in installments after the wedding, but since the money was used for something else, I had to send the invoice immediately. Huh? When I checked with him, he said he was about to head to his new assignment immediately, so he asked to send it to your house for the time being. Hold on. What do you mean your parents covered his share? It sounds like he had no savings. That's correct. So he had to go to them and ask for their help. No. The plan was to split the wedding costs evenly, but he kept sending money to you and didn't have any left. So he had to get a loan. No way! That sounds like a lie. Steve's supposed to... Getting spa treatments regularly? Paying for the renovation of your house so he's a devoted son? He just seems like a show-off. It was just to please you. He's an idiot who spent all his savings just to make a good impression. Is that so? So this invoice, could it be that I... Of course. He will be responsible for paying it. I sent it to him. Why are you snooping around and reading the mail in the first place? That's so intrusive. It's addressed to him from you. Of course I would be curious. Whatever. It's none of my business. Please be sure to keep that invoice. Once he's settled down, please forward it to him. I don't need you to tell me that. But Zora, just to confirm, you only sent it here because you had no other option, right? He's the one who should pay for it. It has nothing to do with me, correct? Well, for now it doesn't concern you. But if he asks you for a loan, then you'll become a related party, I suppose. Oh, what are you saying? It seems like he'll face a pay cut for some time at his new job. With no savings and no one else to rely on except you, I wouldn't be surprised if he asks you for help. Now that the facade of the devoted son's gone, I'm sure he'll rely on you without hesitation. Then you'll have to help him out, since you've been pampered by him all along. Oh, no. Of course, there's no obligation for me to split the cost of that wedding, so I've billed him the full amount. It was written here, right? The total is $30,000. You're kidding, right? $30,000 is such a huge sum. Oh, just to make sure, there was another invoice in there, right? Please keep it together as well. Another one? Oh, no, there wasn't. I'm billing him for $20,000 as compensation for the infidelity and breaking off the engagement 2 days before the wedding. I hope you haven't thrown that away. $20,000? Oh, yes, there's another paper. Phew, that's great. So it's a total bill of $50,000 then. I don't think he has the ability to pay it, so maybe you can lend a hand? Lend a hand? I have nothing to offer. But it's for the sake of your devoted son, you know. His debt was just to show you how good he was. So please, I'm counting on you. I'm giving him back to you, so please, spare us the $50,000. Oh, you've already heard, huh? I don't intend to spare you guys. Please make the payment. Please stick to the due date and pay promptly. That's impossible. We don't have that much savings. Besides, we need the money for the baby. But you see, this and your baby are unrelated. If you don't have money, how about humbling yourself and asking your parents for help? What?
What did you just say to me?
Huh? I said, if you don't have money, how about humbling yourself and asking your parents for help? Oops, I wasn't thinking. They found out about the affair and cut ties with you immediately. Among the people I've heard of recently, they were the only decent ones.
It's all your fault. I lost my job because of you. Steve's transferred far away and my parents have disowned me. Everything's in chaos because of you.
I'm happy to know that you're smoothly descending into hell. Have you learned your lesson from pursuing an affair? Well, it's too late to regret now.
I'm done with all this. I'm returning Steve to you. So please, forgive me.
What about the child? Are you planning to raise it on your own?
I'll figure something out. Like you, I'm young and cute. I'll find a new husband in no time. Mind your own business.
Oh, by any chance, are you planning to run back to your ex-boyfriend, the one you were two-timing with? I heard he's a top lawyer.
How did you find out about that?
I looked him up to make sure you sunk into hell. I met him in person to discuss everything.
No.
When I told him what happened, he said you suddenly broke up with him, but it was for the best. He seemed really happy. He even mentioned that the head of the law firm is introducing his daughter to him. He's ready to move on now. He said he's cutting ties with a two-timing relationship wrecker like you and starting a happy life with a sensible woman.
Wait! This can't be true. My second choice. He was my backup plan in case.
What do you mean by your second choice when you're already with a child?
You can easily deceive someone about having a child, right? This is just unbelievable. Now I have no one to rely on. It's your fault. Why did you do this to me?
I told you. Be prepared for the hellish ride. Well then, good luck with your happy married life. As expected, Steve approached his mother Naomi for a $50,000 loan. However, she couldn't afford to pay and refused. He pressured her about all the things he had paid for. Eventually, she had to let go of the house she had just renovated in order to cooperate with the payment. He then took a solo transfer to a regional branch office while Evelyn's living in a cheap apartment with Naomi. After giving birth, she was blamed for the zero savings that was used to pay me and was immediately sent to work. On top of that, she's responsible for housework, so I've heard she's physically and mentally exhausted. On the other hand, I've had a new encounter with a nice guy, and we're currently in a relationship with marriage in mind.
How do you like my dress? Seeing your daughter in a wedding dress for the first time in 10 years must be very touching. I'm not only impressed, but I'm also baffled. You sent me your picture out of blue without a word. You're the daughter who abandoned her mother 10 years ago. I'm not interested in seeing you in your dress at all. What? What's up with your cold attitude? I went to the trouble and sent a photo for you. You're my biological mother, and is that all you can say? You can even say congratulations, or I'm so happy for you. No kind words from you? Is it your costume or something? Are you really going to get married? Of course I'm getting married. The dress is fitting for the wedding. I'm selecting the dress now for my wedding next month. Oh, even a girl who abandons her mother can get married. What does that supposed to mean? That's exactly what your daughter and your husband dumped at you. I sent photo to Nicole and she immediately replied me with a great review. She even said, "That's my daughter. You're the most beautiful girl in the world." She sounds more like my real mom. You guys are getting along better than I thought. I bet you're jealous. I'm much closer to her than to my real mother. Dad is still an elite rank with his head of the management role. And he pampers me and treats me so well. Nicole is a model, and she is beautiful as always. And I'm so proud of her. We are a successful family and we get along so well. What a difference from a time when a short and funny woman was with us. A successful family, huh? A husband cheating with the wife's sister and a daughter who gets so attached to people like that. You are a despicable family who had fun kicking me out. No matter what you say, you sound like a loser. If you are so frustrated, you should try to live a happier life than us. I know you can even do that. Excuse me? Well then, that's the end of the wedding report from your lovely daughter. Since I went out of the way to tell you, you should at least send me a congratulatory gift. Even though you abandoned me, you're still my birth mother. I expect to receive a certain amount of monetary gift from you. Hey Kenny, you still haven't told Lena about her real mother. She still thinks I'm her biological mom. What? She just told me that she's getting married. She's telling me to send her a congratulatory gift because she thinks I'm her real mom. What is this all about? You promised me to tell her the truth after we broke up, right? Oh, no. It's just that there's a lot going on now. I was waiting for the right timing, and the time just flew by. Don't make excuses. Just tell her everything. Lena and I are not blood related. She's the child of the woman who you cheated with. I've been so generous that I forgave you and raised her as if she's my own. She's get married soon, so if you keep it from her any longer, you'll be in big trouble. I know. I've been meaning to tell her for a while now. Just to be sure, you've already told my sister Nicole, right? You said you were going to tell them everything. It's another story, but I haven't been able to tell them for some reason. I can't believe you haven't told them anything important. I don't want anything to do with you guys anymore. You better tell them everything as soon as possible for my sake. Hey sis, you got the invitation to Lena's wedding, right? I haven't heard back from you at all. But of course you're going to attend, right? Of course not. I'm not going. What? I'm a complete stranger now. What makes you think I should attend? I have nothing to do with this wedding. That's a terrible thing to say. You are Lena's birth mom. What? Lena told you about the wedding, didn't she? So I decided to be nice to you and invite you to her wedding. Aren't you happy now that you're invited to your daughter's wedding? Hold on a second. You haven't heard anything from Kenny yet? Hear what? Oh, you already told Kenny that you're not coming to the wedding or something? I won't accept your absence. I'll make sure you'll be there, Melissa. Otherwise, we won't have enough money. What do you mean? Actually, they've gone way over the budget for the wedding. That's why we need your help as Lena's birth mother. I'd appreciate it if you could give us roughly $10K in cash for a congratulatory gift. Huh? $10K? For a wedding gift? The groom's parents are paying for the entire wedding. So all we have to do is pay for Lena's dress, but it's going to cost a lot of money. Lena wants to change during the reception and wear the 3 dresses. They're all popular brands, so it's going to cost us $30K just for the dress. Then she'll just have to wear fewer dresses, or lower the rank of the dresses. No, we can't do that. It's Lena's wedding. As her parents, we want to spend as much as we can. So please, sis, for the sake of your lovely daughter, please help us out. What? Lena has almost no savings, so we have no choice but to pay for it. But as you can imagine, $30K is just too much. So we want you to chip in $10K. We will cover the rest. Don't be silly. I won't pay a penny. Why are you being so mean? I'm offering to let you attend your own daughter's wedding. $10K for a congratulatory gift is a small price to pay for that. You weren't supposed to be invited to begin with. I don't even want to be invited. I will not be going to celebrate that girl's wedding, even if you ask me to. Goodness, I don't know why you have to be so bitter. It's the wedding of your daughter, who you actually gave birth to. What mother would you want to be with her daughter on her emotional day? Even if she kicked you out, and even if she's so attracted to me now. Stop with your silliness already. I have told you many times, I have no feelings for her anymore. I don't care about the wedding. I don't even want to give her the wedding gift. I know you'll be there, even if you say so. It's your daughter's special day. I'll see you at the wedding then. I'll be sitting where the bride's mom should be, but I'll save a special seat for you. If you're the mother, you better bring $10,000. In that case, I will tell Linda's real mother then. What? I will forward this invitation to her real birth mother, and I will tell her about the wedding gift. That would make you happy, right? What do you mean her real mother? What are you talking about? You're Lena's biological mother. She is you and Kenny's daughter. No, I just raised her as if she was my own child. Well then, I'm going to call your model friend, Sarah. I will tell her that she can attend her daughter's wedding. Huh? Wait a minute. What does anything have to do with Sarah? Because she's Lena's birth mother. I'm sure she'll be delighted. It's the wedding of the child she gave birth to after carrying her for 9 months. What mother wouldn't want to be there, right? What? Wait. I don't get it. I have no idea what you're talking about. I know. It must be really confusing you. That's why I told Kenny to tell you the truth as soon as possible. I wonder if he was planning to continue to keep it a secret. Please, sis! Explain to me again what's going on. You're not Lena's birth mother? No, I'm not. I think it was about 2 years after we got married. Kenny suddenly brought a newborn baby home. He said that his girlfriend gave birth to the baby, and he asked me if we could raise her together. What? I was astonished and completely lost my words. And of course, I was heartbroken that he cheated on me. But the newborn baby was so cute and innocent. I still clearly remember how my mind was taking a roller coaster ride that day. Anyways, in the end, I decided to forgive him for my generosity. I made my mind that I will make a happy family with 3 of us. You got to be kidding! Taking someone as baby while you were still newlywed? I've raised her for many years with determination and love. But Kenny cheated on me again. And this time, it was with my own sister. Not only that, Lena chose to leave me and went along with you guys. The day when we got divorced, I wasn't even angry or mad. I was just so sad. Wait a minute! When did you find out that Lena was daughter of my best friend? From the story you just told me, it sounds like you've never met her. No, I never met her. Kenny was very stubborn about not letting me meet her. Besides, according to Kenny, she ran away right after the baby was born. What? She ran away? That's why I didn't know about her real mother until recently. But the other day, Lena sent me a picture of herself in a dress at the fitting. I somehow recognize her face now that she's so grown. What? Kenny is so reluctant to tell you guys the truth, right? So I thought there must be something to do this. And I did some research. That's how I finally figured it out. Lena's mother is your best friend. You're kidding, right? Are you telling me the truth? Is it really my best friend, Sarah? I confronted her and questioned her. And I got her to confess. What? Sarah was very surprised too. She had messed around with a married man and had a baby with him in the past, but she didn't think it was your sister's husband. It's like she has nothing to do with it anymore now, that so many years have passed. I can't believe this! I can't believe Lena is not your real daughter. So that means she's not related to me either. Instead, my best friend is her real mother? You know how they say birds of a feather flock together? That's exactly what it is. You guys both stole husband from me. You're perfect for each other. No wonder you two are best friends. You got to be kidding me! Do you know how panicked I am right now? Then take your time to consume. Well then, I'm going to call Sarah. I hope she brings $10,000 for Lena's wedding. Why did you tell her everything? How much trouble do you think we're in now because of you? Huh? Nicole was so pissed off that she went on rampage and started breaking things in the house. Lena is in shock, and then she suddenly screams. It's a real chaos in the house. That's because you kept putting it off. You should have confessed to them sooner. Oh, you're saying it's my fault. You're the only one to blame. That's more of a reaction than I expected. I know it's shocking, but I didn't expect it to be such drama. Nicole and Lena were very close. Nicole can't seem to get over that and was her best friend. Lena is also heartbroken that she's not blood related to Nicole. Yeah, Lena did say that they're close like a real mother and a daughter. That's probably why her emotional damage was bigger. I really don't know what to do. I'm trying to calm them both down, but I seem to drive them even more upset. No matter how much I try to comfort them, they're both more pissed off. They've been telling me not to touch them, not to talk to them, not to look them in the eye. Oh wow, they really hate you now. Help me out, Melissa. Can you do something about it? I don't give a shit. You've been fooling around all these years. You're the one who caused all of this to be happen. You're on your own. Don't ever drag me into your problem again. What am I supposed to do? We might be in debt if we don't do something. Huh? In debt? I don't know why, but we're facing one problem after another. It's all Kenny's fault. Lena is still in shock. She hasn't come out of her room since then. She said she wasn't ready to get married and called off her engagement. Oh no. Lena said even though you're not blood related to her, you've raised her all these years. She's starting to regret leaving you. She's in a lot of shock and still struggling to sort out her feelings. I feel sorry for her fiancé too. He didn't do anything wrong, and suddenly his engagement is broken off. I feel sorry for myself too. Actually, Lena's fiancé is Kenny's acquaintance. He's the son of Kenny's business partner. What? And now, the engagement was called off suddenly. They are pretty upset and it's really bad. They're very angry, claiming that it's a very selfish decision to break the engagement. Oh dear. There are so many problems. They are claiming for compensation, which they're assuming a certain good amount. He also wants his wedding expense back in full. They're already asking for a refund on what we paid for the wedding. Well, why don't you just give it back? If we cancel, we get the wedding fee back, right? Only 20%! What? I checked with the wedding venue, and they say it's too last minute to get a full refund. As per the contract, the cancellation fee is 80% of the wedding fee. Only 20% will be returned. We will only get $16K back out of $80K. We have to prepare everything else and pay back Lena's fiancé and his family. Oh no, that's a lot of money. So please help us. Please. Please lend us some money, even if just a little bit. Why should I? I got nothing to do with your problems. You should ask Sarah for help. She's gone. She abandoned the baby years ago, and she doesn't want anything to do with us anymore. She completely cut contract with me. I haven't heard from her since. She even stopped being friends with me after so many years. You've lost your best friend, huh? I feel sorry for you too. If you're going to feel sorry for me, at least lend me some money. If I don't do anything about it, it might affect Kenny's job. I mean, I'm still messed up in the head too. I'm trying so hard to do my best in the situation. You could at least help me out a little. Absolutely not. I do feel sorry for you, but you stole my husband and daughter. To me, you're the worst kind of woman. I would never help you out. Ever. No! I'm not Kenny's wife anymore, or Lena's mother. I'm a total stranger now. Not even related to you by blood or by the family register. Don't drag me into your mess. Wait, sis, don't be so cold. I will apologize to you. I'll have Kenny and Lena apologize to you too. Oh, by the way, can I ask you to tell Lena something for the one last time? What? to Lena? Please tell Lena. I know it's hard, but she's not alone. She has a successful family on her team. So good luck. Take care. Oh, also, tell the makeup and Kenny I said hi. Lena's engagement was officially called off. Kenny and his family had to pay more than $100,000 to her fiancé and his family, including compensation and wedding expenses. All of their savings were gone, and they even had to sell their car to make money. They also had to borrow money to cover the shortage. As for their family, Nicole became suspicious of Kenny that he might cheat on her. She wears a very scaly look on her face every day, and it is hard to imagine that she was once a model. Lena quit her job and completely shut herself in the room. Nicole and Lena now disdain Kenny. He is ignored at home, and he is living miserably in hell.